Hey there, role players, gamers, geeks, freaks, and everyone in between. Welcome to DeaconsTable. I'm Deacon Blues, your resident dungeon master, and I am joined today by three of my wonderful companions and cohorts from the DeaconsTable Discord server, where everybody's invited. You'll see the link scrolling across the stream, all stream long. I'm going to stop it. Like, subscribe, follow, hit the notification button, all that fun stuff. And then, of course, head over to our link bio at /DeaconsTable. So you'll get all of our social media links as well as links to our Discord server where you can join us and become part of the live streams and part of our Discord role playing that's 24/7 available right now. And other than that, guys, I'm going to just kind of go through and make sure everybody knows who you are. We're going to start off with Serena. Serena, who are you? Who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Lorelei, and I am playing our Selkie Paladin, Oath of Redemption. She's a human-looking individual, and then she's a seal.
Excellent. And over to Cassanthor.
Yep, playing Cassanthor tonight. Resident, lovely, friendly barbarian. Yeah, big old dude just looking for adventure.
Excellent. And next to Cassanthor is Fade Zamora.
Hello, I'm Jen, and I'm playing Fade. She is a Celifern Umbraskyon Draconic Sorcerer.
Excellent. And all of you that decided, if you are watching and you're hearing all these strange ancestries and strange classes, you're wondering what they are. As I said, follow that link. You can find out on our Discord what everything is, or you can head straight over to our Ko-Fi page and purchase. There's over 30 brand new ancestries that we play with and over a dozen new character classes as well. So again, old classes or all 5e classes are welcome in our role play. However, we're playing tonight with all original ancestries and classes. So excellent to see. Except for, no, we got a barbarian. I forgot. It's a barbarian. There's an old school class right there. and the paladin. It's only one new class we're playing today. Anyway, so in part one, which was last week, of the Shallow Stir, that is the party braved the marsh channels beyond Kelpwood, navigating hazards, calming a nervous crew, facing the marsh-bound sentinels to retrieve the first fragment of the Underkey. Creek now holds that peace, but the marsh itself has been stirred. Tides are rising unnaturally, and distant booms hint at something vast shifting in the deep. The rising tide has flooded normally passable channels, revealing dangerous new routes and exposing ancient structures long ago hidden beneath the water. Creek insists the second fragment lies in a drowned vault, somewhere beyond the singing reeds. But time is short, the floodwaters are still climbing, and something is moving with them. So, with that in mind, the wooden decks and boardwalks of Kelpwood Kelpwood Stilt District are alive with shouts. Waist-deep water rushes beneath the platforms, tugging at tethered boats. The smell of salt and churned silt rides the wind. Above, gulls wheel and cry, agitated. Along the docks, Creek Snack Fang waves you over, a coil of rope slung over his shoulder. The tide's still coming in. If we leave now, we can ride it to the vault's entrance before it's swallowed completely. His eyes dart towards the marsh's outer channels. But we need supplies and a crew willing to face that. Words are difficult. What's woke out there? So how do you guys prepare? Do you work on securing better skiffs for you guys and a crew? Are you trying to recruit some extra hands, or searching for supplies out there, or splitting up and each doing one of those things? That's up to you.
Cassanthor is going to look for more hardy skiffs to be able to carry more and himself.
Okay.
I think Serena is going to use her persuasive abilities to try and find them the best crew they could possibly get for this.
Okay.
That leaves Fade looking for supplies, I guess.
All right. So, Fade, we're going to start off with a persuasion.
A persuasion. That would be 16 total.
Okay. As you're asking around, you're going around the Brinecourt Bazaar, as you've done numerous times now, and being able to better navigate. And if most people know who you are and who you're working for at this point, you do stop by the one stall where you have seen a coralback working in the mornings, working on weapons. And you managed to get all the gear. You got rope, you got supplies, you got all the basics. But you decide, hey, to stop in, and you have a brief conversation with Varric, the smithy, and he hands you a bundle he'd give you a bundle of 3. He would give you 3 of harpoons or javelins for your use. They are +1 javelins that are usable underwater.
Cool.
Ooh.
So he gives you 3 of them. So there's 1 basically for each of you. And that's what you're sent back with. Cass, you were looking for more reliable skiffs.
Yeah.
You definitely secure a couple of skiffs. One is for probably for Creek and the supplies, and then the crew, like some crew on his skiff, and then you'll have room for the 3 of you and a boat captain or whatever they want to call him, a pole worker. It sounds wrong when I say that. A pole worker working on your skiff. So you managed to secure that, not a problem. And Serena, you were out trying to find marsh folk to do so. Roll me a persuasion check.
All right. This will be fun.
Or intimidation, if you would rather do that.
I don't know. Persuasion is right. Oh, sweet. So I got a nat 20. And if we add everything up, that's probably going to be like a 35, Deacon.
Okay. So you're going to get, you need at least 2 crewmen. You need, well, technically you should have 4, but you need at least 2.
Yeah. What a time to get a
You
nat
should
20.
get 5.
I got what?
There's 5 crewmen that are coming with you. So you have got enough to pilot the skiffs, no problem, without issue whatsoever. You won't take any penalties on your navigation as you move forward with the skiffs, with that crew, piloting your way there. That's for sure. So with that done, you guys meet back at the docks, and a tall, wiry dockhand named Varen, he arrives hauling a crate of harpoons. If you're headed to the outer vault, you'll want these, he says, and you hear him. He's speaking to Creek. Big fish out there ain't friendly. Behind him, a marsh folk, basically human. When I say marsh folk, and that's the other thing, people need to understand, marsh folk are humans. They're human folk, and they are of the coastal variety. They have just really adapted to living. I guess a good example would be if you're living in the U.S., if you're down in the southern bayou. A bayou person is not the same as a normal person from New Orleans. They're completely different. So, you get the idea there, like a big shift. This fellow's name is Brockamole. He's the marshfolk quartermaster from one of the boats. He peers from under the brim of a reed-woven hat. Supplies aren't cheap either. The tide's got everyone spooked. Creek's tail flicks. We'll leave in an hour. Make it count. So you guys have gathered everything up, and you've made these preparations. Are you looking around for any last minute things? Are you looking to maybe get some healing supplies or anything like that you're trying? Anybody want to try and gather up?
Cass is going to look for some health potions to see if he can find anything to help him if he gets hurt.
for a handful of shell marks, you manage to come up with. They don't give you any health. You don't find any health potions currently available at the moment, but you do find or get your hands on 5 healers kits that can help stabilize individuals that have fallen.
Alrighty.
Fade has 1 healing potion, so already.
And Fade has a so Fade has a healing potion on her at the moment. So Creek secures the last rope on his skiff. Time's up. We go now before the marsh decides to swallow this place whole. The boats rock gently beneath you as the tide swells, and it's ready to carry you towards the drowned vault. As the Pullman goes, you've got a couple of oarsmen, now on the skiffs as well, helping along the way. So you did get like a full and ample crew sorted out as you are, moving towards your destination. The outer marsh channels are almost, unrecognizable. Where there were once shallow mud banks and sedge-filled shallows, deep swirling eddies now churn. Submerged trees loom below the surface, their branches reaching like skeletal hands towards the bottom of your skiffs. The water glitters with those silver motes you've been seeing, drifting in slow spirals beneath you, and an unsettling stillness really hangs in the air. Ahead, the channel splits. One route narrower but calmer, the other wider and faster, carrying the pull of the tide. How are you guys approaching? You are instructing your hirelings, the men, the crew. Do you have them pull in cautiously? Do you have them roll in hard to beat the current? Or are you attempting something special or magical to do?
Could Cass, with his, he's not really good with water vehicles, but would he be able to tell if the crew members could handle the faster water, like an insight check or
roll an insight check.
Can I assist him?
Ooh. Yes, you can. So you're pointing out different facts about the crew. You're kind of sizing them up right in front of them.
Yeah.
18 plus 5 for a 23.
Nice.
Okay. So it looks like it's not an easy task either way, to pull in cautiously or to row in and push fast, before the hazard behind you builds up. It's probably easier to do the rowing than the pulling.
All right. Then we'll all switch to rowing. I think we should all switch to rowing and have more control over what we're doing when we go down the rougher area.
Okay. So you guys are left to row, along with another individual that's there, and with the pole. And you guys are rowing, and there's other rowers up ahead in Creek's skiff. Actually, Creek would be going behind. Yeah, Creek's behind you guys this time, in the supply skiff. So as he's going and you're moving along the way, I need all 3 of you to make an athletics check.
Hey, Deacon, question: would this be considered rough waters?
Actually, yes, it is classified right now as rough waters because the tide is pushing you forward.
So, my thing gives the vessel a +5. Would that apply to all 3 of us or just me?
Just to you, to your roll.
Okay. I wasn't sure because it said vessel, so.
Cass rolled a 19 plus 8 for a 27.
Nice.
Okay.
My specialty.
I'm just rolling more 12s today. What did you say that we were rolling?
You're rolling athletics.
Well, it stays a 12 then.
That would be a what am I thinking? 25.
Okay, so 2 successes. You guys do avoid the hazards entirely, and you are making good time to going forward. And as you round a bend, the tide's pull, it really intensifies on the skiffs. A whirlpool blooms ahead of you. dragging debris and vegetation into its spinning heart. In its center, something metallic glints just below the surface. The whirlpool's current tugs insistently at your skiff, threatening to pull you in. How are you responding? Like, what are you guys doing? Are you trying
So-
saying screw it and diving in and going after whatever's in there? Are you just going with the flow? Are you trying to, pull away from the whirlpool and go around it? Like, what's your?
Well, yeah, we want to get into the vault that's beyond it, right?
Yeah, essentially, you want to get past it. Yeah.
So I would, be everybody row as hard as you can to get around that. Trying to
Definitely.
keep out of it.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can either, actually, you know what? You're gonna have to make a survival check, everybody.
Oh, I'm decent at survival.
Can we
Ugh.
see what that metal object is? Or would we have to get closer?
You'd have to dive in.
Okay.
Cass is fascinated by the whirlpool. He's never seen one before. 8.
13 for Faith.
Okay.
23.
Okay, so one success. As the skiff that you are in takes damage,
Mhm.
Oh,
you
no.
do see a small trickle of water coming in the side, and as you're fighting the current to go. You can make one more roll, survival.
All of us?
Yep.
That's better. That's a 19 for Faith.
15 for Cass.
And 22.
Okay, so that's 3 successes. You guys managed to safely get through and beyond the whirlpool. The channels are much narrower, but they're darker. Something moves beneath the boats. Long, sinuous shadows that keep pace with your skiffs.
At this point, are we still rowing, or are our poles men poling?
Well, it was you almost lost them, but you chose to kind of evasive maneuver away, and you did. So they're still intact. So if you're still churning the waters with the things, or you're just pulling along, is up to you.
So we all notice these things under the water.
Yep.
Oh,
Maybe at first you were probably pulling a little bit more than when it was the oars were almost being taken from your hands. But at this point, the water does seem to be deepening. Like you've only got maybe a 2-foot piece of pole above the water now. Well, when the person's down there guiding it along, so you're probably using the oars a little bit more at this point. And the water, it's turning from like a murky green to a dark, lightless blue. Beneath the surface, you do see those faint shapes, also flickering, long, eel-like bodies gliding just beyond sight. Each bears a faintly glowing lure, swaying hypnotically as they follow the skiffs. The gentle slap of water against the wood now carries an undercurrent of something larger that's moving in rhythm with your skiffs. One lure bobs closer, its glow intensifying. How do you react?
Creek, what are these? As Cass pulls his great sword out.
Let's see if he makes a perception.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. He calls out at this point. Where is shoot? Where's my stat blocks for it? Are you kidding me?
1 HP.
All right. This is going to take me a moment now.
Fade
Just give me a second, guys.
gripping that
Okay.
1+1 javelin pretty tightly,
Yeah.
readying it.
Uh,
Assuming she would have handed out the other two to Cass and Serena, by the way.
I'm just trying to figure something out here. Oops. What? Oops. Where did it go? Da-da-da. I thought I had them included with it, but for some reason it did not include the stat block when I went and did the printing.
So do we know what these things are? As we're
Oh no!
Oh no, where'd she go?
There's two of them that are coming to the boat. They are called glow lure eels.
Mhm.
Oh, do they taste good?
You'll have to figure out.
Do we know if they're dangerous or we'll try to sink the skips?
Well, as White Creek just kind of yelled out, ready for attack. And
Okay.
his boat seems to be also dealing with it. Okay, so I have the stat block now in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
My apologies, guys. We lost Fade. Where did she go?
Hopefully she'll come right back.
There she is. She back. Sorry,
Sweet.
sorry, viewer.
Sorry, viewers. StreamYard kicked me out.
There you go. That's StreamYard for you. All right. Right. I just don't want to lose this thing. So he says ready for attack. So at this point, you guys are rolling initiatives.
Oh, lovely.
Already. Okay, I hope this keeps up. 22 for Cass.
Okay. And Serena?
That would be a 12.
12. Fade.
10.
10. Okay. And these things are.
Which makes sense.
Okay, so top of the round, Cass, what are you doing as these things are moving towards the skiff?
Okay. How long are poles normally? Like you said, we had 2 feet left. So how deep is the water?
That's about a 15-foot pole.
All right. How big would you say that Cass gets when he rages and becomes large? I kind of feel he doubles in size, but that's kind of, I guess, up to you.
Yeah, it's not really quite how it works, but you are more than 7 feet tall. You're probably about 10 feet tall. If you're classified as large size, so you're probably around 10 feet tall.
Okay.
So you'd still be underwater. There's probably spots under there where you wouldn't be, but you'd still be under the water.
All right. Well, Cass is gonna rage and jump into the
Okay.
water after the eels.
Alrighty, so you're jumping in after the water.
Yep.
Are you going straight in for an attack on one, or
Yes, I am.
because they're about 20 feet away from the skiff?
Have
you
they
can reach
attacked
them.
us?
No,
Okay.
but they are moving towards the boat.
Okay. So
Oh.
Cass will rage as his bonus action, jump in, and then hold his action until they get closer.
Okay.
All right.
All right. What about Faith? What are you doing? Actually, no. Sorry, Serena. You're next. My
Just
apologies.
ready to attack with that +1 javelin if they
So you're doing the same
these
thing.
ones
kind
come
of
up out of the
holding
water at her. Yeah.
Okay. Serena?
I am assuming these things are aggressive and cannot be reasoned with, correct?
Well, as I said, all you know right now is actually make me a nature or a history check.
Because you know she won't attack unless there's no other option. So let me roll. Okay, so 18 plus my nature. And that would be a 19.
A 19. You know what they are. You know that they're a beast. They're not really aligned per se. They're not really that sentient. They've got like an intelligence of 2. So they're not very smart, but they can be very dangerous.
So, knowing that, I think she will try to protect the skiff when they get close. She is holding her attack as well with the harpoon.
All right. So all 3 of you. I'm gonna make this. I need all 3 of you to make me wisdom saving throws, please.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
15.
Nat 20.
Paige?
16.
16. So all 3 of you are fine, but for a moment, as you're watching these things swimming closer, you're mesmerized a little bit as they move in. With that, they are moving to leap from the water to actually. You're in the water. You said, Cass. They're
Yes,
actually both going to go for. They're both going to go for you.
Okay. Where I'm large, I do have a 10-foot reach.
Yep. You can get to them first.
Yeah, I will attack. I will reckless, so I get regular. I'll counteract the disadvantage for being in water.
Yep.
That is a 17.
That hits.
Oh, yes. Yay. Okay. That is 6, 9, 10, 13, 21 damage, and I will sentinel one of them, so it has to stay 10 feet away from me.
So it has to stay 10 feet away from you?
Yep, it stops moving when I hit it.
Okay. So you've done damage. It's frozen there. As you do that, and they were coming in to attack you, you see the other one kind of dive down a little bit, and you lose sight of them.
Uh-oh.
Make me a perception check.
Ooh. Oh, that's not so bad. 17.
Okay. You see him, so he's not going to get advantage on the attack as he's right beneath you as he's coming up to bite.
All right.
And that is 13 plus 4, 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
That is 10 plus 4, 7, 8 points of piercing damage.
Halved because I'm raging, so 4.
Okay. And that brings us now to where were we? So you actually, Serena, you have a ready to attack, so does Fade. You've seen them both go to attack Cass.
How far away are the ills from us at this moment?
About 10 feet.
Are they okay? Oh, so they're not within melee yet.
No.
Shoot. I guess I'll use my bow. I will use my bow instead. Okay.
Okay, you get disadvantage firing into water.
Yep. Firing in the water. Because I am trying to wait for them to get a little closer so I can go into melee with them. Okay, so 19, 20. So that would be disadvantaged. Not bad, okay. So numbers 24 to hit.
24 to hit. Does hit.
All right. And that would be D6 plus 4. D6.
Oh, sorry, Deacon. They should have got advantage because my attack was reckless.
Oh. Yeah, but he already hit you anyway, did he not?
You can try for a crit.
I guess. Nope.
So 5. 9 damage.
Okay.
On the first hit. And I get
Yep.
extra attack. So I'm going to attempt to try hitting him again. And that would be a...
That one's at disadvantage too, don't forget.
Yep. I am rolling really well, so we're good. 23 to hit.
That hits. Same one, or the other one that he's holding
Same one.
back?
Same one.
Okay.
Nice. That is going to be max damage on that one. 6, 7, 8. That would be 10 damage
It's still alive.
on that one. No, that's melee. Okay. And I think that would be my turn for now.
Okay. It's your turn. There. Okay, Fade.
Okay. Her held action would be to stab at it with the +1 javelin.
Yep.
I rolled an 11, which with my attack bonus would be a 17.
Okay.
That hit?
It does.
Okay. Being it's a +1 javelin, I just add 1 to the damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be 8 points of damage.
Okay, to the one he's holding back, to the one kind of that was
Whatever
going out
one that came up out of the water that she could stab at it.
So the one that he's kind of holding back. Is that okay? So it stopped moving and wiggling around. It just kind of starts to sink into the water.
Nice.
Oh, good job, guys.
Okay, and then we're down there. So we're doing that. I need Serena and Fade to make perception checks.
Okay.
It's a lot of you guys are attacking, splashing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing going on in the boat in front of you.
17 total for Fade.
Okay.
26.
Okay, so you guys are not surprised with this, so you don't get any negatives to it. But you realize at this point that you are standing in about 3 inches of water at the bottom of the skiff from that damage you took earlier. As the eel that is attacking, that is bitten onto Cass, releases an electric charge. Everybody must make a Constitution 12 or Constitution saving throw DC 12.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty easy to take. At least it's not worse.
18. Yeah, 18 for Cass.
Okay. So you're going to take half.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, no. That's only for piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage.
No, you'll take because you made the saving throw.
Oh.
Yeah. So how did Fade do?
19 for Serena.
Well, I'm gonna like, again, shoot, and wrong character. I'm gonna stick with the nat 1 I rolled.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Well, that's okay. I mean, it's just your Constitution saving throw. I'm not going to be that mean and be that cruel. It is 9 points, though, of damage for you.
Ouch.
Lightning damage, and it's 4 for the other two. So
Okay.
for Cass and Serena, it's 4 points of lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys just waking me up.
281, 87, 79. Okay.
And that brings you to the top of the round. That's Cass. You're up.
All right.
The one that's like your feet biting you.
2 reckless attacks. What'd I get? I got a 23 and a 26.
All right, and you're attacking with what?
Oh, my greatsword.
Okay, so your greatsword slashing into the water, like it's creating water everywhere. as you're splashing about, but you do manage to get him, and you swipe through. You can't even really see it after your sword hits the water. It churns it up so badly it's hard to even make sense of what's going on. But you know when it comes up on that first swing that there's like guts or something all over the blade as it does so. And as everything kind of settles, you see the thing sinking down to the bottom of the silt into the darkness.
Oh, that was just my to hit. That's not that wasn't my damage.
Oh, trust me, you didn't need much. You had one.
Okay.
Yeah, wasn't much, my friend. Wasn't much. So the shadows do fade around the boats, and it takes a few moments. And the creek has and Ember and the skiff behind you have taken care of their problem back there. The shadows fade away, leaving only slight ripples now in the water. Ahead, though, you see these jagged stones and archways start to arise from the marsh, marking the entrance to possibly the vault.
Before we get there,
Yep.
Fade, seeing that she's standing in a few inches of water, you would see her make some gestures, and all the water in the skiff would come piling up in a big arc and get redistributed outside the boat as she casts the shape water cantrip to get rid of it.
Okay. It's not leaking in too badly. A lot of that water wasn't just from the leaking in through the cracks in the damage, but also from casting Thor in the water with the splashes and making a mess and eels jumping about. So
just in case.
Kind of flooding you guys out. She went. So you guys do continue forward for a while, as you see these rocks and these archways and things. Looks like there's some kind of structures here that have been revealed as the tides come and go in these strange patterns, revealing some of these ancient structures that have been probably buried here, in the marshlands for quite some time. This channel, as you're going, it opens into a basin of still very dark water. Rising from the center is this massive pair of stone doors, half submerged and draped with trailing weeds. Spiral carvings that you've seen similar likes before wind across their surface, worn smooth by centuries of tide and silt. Faint trickles of water seep from the seams, and the air kind of hums with a deep, almost inaudible vibration. It's like the wildlife and the insects are amplified, and the marsh around you, other than that, is unnaturally quiet. Even those ever-present gulls aren't around. All you're hearing is this insect buzzing or hum in your ears as you're moving forward. How do you choose to kind of investigate this area? It doesn't seem like there's an area pass. It's like you've got to. This is where you're supposed to go. Are you searching for mechanisms? Are you looking for traps? Are you trying to breach the doors via magic? Force the doors open with brute strength. Cass would have been out of range by now because it's, as I said, it took me a while to get to the doorways here. So how do you guys want to proceed at this point? Are there's again these dark waters, there's these doors, there's etchings on them.
You said that we recognize the symbols and the etchings on them.
Well, that spiral symbol seems to be a reoccurring symbol. You've seen it around Kelpwood recently a lot, with some of the events happening, and also appearing in the water, with the blue spiral pattern that kind of appears and fades away and is gone. So you're not sure what that is or what it entails, or you do know it's a sigil of some kind. It looks very similar to what the council wears, but it's a little different.
That's what I was wondering.
Do we?
Should we just?
I would want to direct the polar skiff or hired help person to get close enough to the door I could steady to see how it would be opened.
Yep, you can get the skiff closer to the door to do an investigation just to see.
Okay. Yeah, that's just a 9.
Yeah,
Anybody else?
You have no clue how they open. I mean,
Yeah,
there's no door handles, obviously, on these things.
Yeah, I'm looking around to see if we can see any mechanisms or anything to open the doors or...
You're doing the same kind of thing. What about Cass?
How deep is the water here? Like, how tall are the doors?
These are big, tall doors. Pretty much the picture you see there. So the doors are probably like 5 times your height, but the water isn't actually all that deep. You can see the silt on the bottom. It's hard to make out because it's dark, but you do see like a mucky bottom. The water here is kind of retreated far enough away that if these doors open inward, you're good. If they open outward, it still could be a problem.
All right, so
if you do it yourself.
So can Cass tell if it's deeper than his height?
Oh no, you'd probably be waist deep.
Oh, Cass will hop out. He'll work his way over and slosh over, soaked, and just push the door.
You might
So you're
not
going to
want
do the brute
to...
force. So, well, Karina, you're looking for stuff. You can roll me an investigation.
Okay.
Cass, you can roll me an athletics.
Careful, Cass. We don't know what that's going to do.
Oh,
Okay. So
okay.
investigation. That'd be a 21.
You do locate right almost beside where Cass is standing, beneath the water. You see it kind of jutting out from the wall beside the door. There is a lever there of some kind underneath the water line.
So
Or
she
it looks
sees,
like
she sees what looks like a lever and then calls over to Fade. Hey, Fade, how good are you at detecting magic? Can you see if there's any magic protecting the door? That if we open this, we're not going to be, like, triggering something.
Fade could sit there and do a ritual casting of detect magic if she's undisturbed.
Okay, that takes 10 minutes. So while you're doing that, and it's going to take about 10 minutes to try and force it. What'd you roll for athletics there, Cass?
I got a 17.
Okay. The door doesn't budge.
Oh, stupid door.
And Fade, you are casting. So you detect magic. There is a faint residual magic on the door. You don't know how, it doesn't seem very powerful. It seems to have kind of faded away over time. But there is more than likely some kind of a protective, or even just a lock. It might even be a lock mechanism that's magical. Like, you're not sure, but you do detect some magic.
I think it usually says we know the magic school.
Yeah, it's more of a I guess a way of sealing a door, protecting the door, keeping it closed, working with a mechanism to open the door.
Okay. So she would let them know that.
Hey, Cass, move a little to
Yeah.
your left foot, under the water. There is what I think looks like a mechanism. Try that to open the door.
This Cass just pulls on it.
So you're starting to pull, and it's a tough pull, and a low tremor starts to run through the stone as you're shaking, and you can feel it as these actions are all taking effect, and the vibration intensifies, sending ripples across the basin of the still water. From behind the doors, something massive is shifting, and you can feel it as you're pulling that lever. The sound of stone grinding underwater. A deep pulse of energy pushes outward, ruffling the surface and making silver motes dance around the area around the doors. The water begins to swirl around the base. Are you pushing ahead to get through the doors now, preparing for something that could be inside? or kind of backing away from the doors and retreating. What's
I'd
your
say we should back away
Mhm.
while it
Cass
opens.
is fascinated by those little silver motes that he's seen when we got the first piece for Creek. So now that he's like in the water around them, can he take a closer look at them to see if they're anything at all?
Yep, you can. You can make me an investigation. Fade, you can roll me an insight because you suggested kind of backing away and reassessing things. What about you, Serena?
I think she's along the line with Fade, like backing up a little bit, making sure that
All right, so you're offering aid then to Fade. So you can
Fade.
roll Fade. You can roll that at insight at advantage.
21.
Nice.
12 investigation.
Okay. You feel that there is something living on the other side of that door, whether it's hostile or not, you don't know, but there is something inside there. As that's moving, you can feel something. Um, so something is either going to be coming out, or you're going to have to go in and face it. But either way, now you're kind of on level playing field. Not surprised by it. You know something big is over there. Cassanthor, you're reaching down. You're kind of putting your face under the water, trying to reach down and touch the moats. And as no matter what, every time you get close, it just seems to either fade away or move away quickly through the water. You're not able to pinpoint what's there, but you see these blue glowing moats, and there's a dark center to them.
Oh,
That's
Okay.
all you notice as you're kind of seeing that. So as you guys are kind of backing away, and all of your kind of Cass is still kind of there, but moving a little bit away, following along with the skiffs. You see him kind of looks like he's playing in the water, trying to play catch with those motes of silver light that's beneath. And with a groan of ancient hinges and grinding of stone against stone, these massive doors part, revealing a darkness beyond, and the faint green blue glow of something stirring within. And let us do. Ta-da. Except it's inside. The last echo of grinding stone, the dark water within the vault shudders, then erupts. This massive turtle-like creature bursts forth, its shell covered in jagged coral, spines and barnacle-encrusted ridges, seaweed trails from its flippers like streamers, and its eyes burn with that blue-green light. The basin itself that you're in, and you're kind of backed away from the door, it rocks with the force of emergence, sending waves and the skiffs lapping over, and it looms between you and what's beyond. So no matter what, you have to get through. It lets out this deep, resonant bellow that vibrates you to your bones. What's your first instinct? Stand and fight. Serena, you want to try and negotiate with the thing, or maybe outmaneuver it to get around it, which seems like it would be a very difficult task.
Mhm.
But I mean, whatever you want to do, but those are just some ideas.
Yeah, I guess my question is, because she doesn't want to fight it. Would us fighting it be going against Kumir or desecrating the sea? That is one of her biggest things right now. Would it go against if they put it?
You would have to make. Well, actually, by looking at this thing, actually, everybody making a nature check.
Okay. And yes, she probably will try to reason with the thing if she can.
15 for Cass.
Okay. Nature would be a 19.
19. Fade.
A 16.
Okay, you all know after a moment or two of this thing's presence, this is not a natural beast.
Okay.
This is a monstrosity.
Okay.
This is, Kumir wouldn't care less.
Okay. And that means it cannot be reasoned with. So, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they can, but to your own detriment in a lot of cases, right? So,
Yeah.
very low intelligence regardless.
Yeah. And then she has a pretty good grasp on if something can be reasoned with or not. So, yeah. I think she'll go with whatever the other two are wanting to do if they want to try to skirt
So
around it.
you're ready to attack if necessary. Cassanthor, as you look up from these moats, this is what you see. This massive monstrosity blocking your path forward.
Cass gets in a fighting stance, grabs the hilt of the sword, and just bellows straight back at it.
Okay? Fade.
Oh, well, she would think she'd be getting ready to attack.
Okay, so you guys are all preparing for an attack. I need everybody then to make a roll, please.
Yep.
Oh,
Initiative?
Initiative, yeah.
only 10 this time.
Cass is 10.
18.
18 for Serena. Fade.
19.
19. Okay, so top of the round is Fade, followed by Serena, followed by me, followed by Cass.
Oh no.
So we're going to start at the top of the round. Fade, what are you doing?
Let's see. I think she's gonna cast a.
It will take 2 rounds of movement in the skiff to get to it, 3 rounds in the water.
Okay.
Just because the water would make, unless you have a swim speed. Like
2 rounds of movement. So it's 60 feet away?
About that, yeah. Well, keep in mind, your movement in the water is 15 feet, unless you have a swim speed.
Right. But I'm still in the boat.
Yeah, in the boat, it's 30 feet because the boat doesn't move at 30 feet.
No.
The boat moves at about 15 feet or 20 feet, a little faster.
But I was going to cast something that I can be within 90 feet. Yeah.
Yep, you're good.
All right. So, yeah, hold on. I'm looking at my stuff here. Well, I need to get something here. Hold on. I want to cast Chromatic Orb at it, but I have an ability that Fade can do with her Draconic type to change it from one of the usual things that Chromatic Orb does for damage. Here we go. So when casting a spell that deals damage, I can change its damage type to force damage. The original deals acid, cold, fire, lightning, or something. That's what she would do. And so she hits that thing with a 26.
26. That hits.
Yep. $17 points of damage, force damage.
Nice.
17 points of force damage. Okay. All right. And next up is Serena.
So how deep is the water if I were to get in it?
About 5-6 feet.
Okay. So I can't stand up in it. Got it.
At least outside. If you go inside, you don't know.
Mm-hmm. I kind of want to get the skiff a little closer. That way I can go in the melee with this thing, because I'm worried I won't be able to stand.
Okay, so
go
you're
into
giving
it.
the orders to try to move the skiff forward.
Just a little bit closer.
Okay, well, in order to get into melee, as I said, you're still
Yeah.
you're about 2 rounds away, a round and a half, 2 rounds to get into melee range with it in the skiff. If you get out of the water, unless you swim, with your swim speed, you are, possibly 3 rounds away because of slow movement. But you have a swim speed, so you can dive into the water and get to it this round.
You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll just see if I can do that. All right. I will dive into the water and try to get up to it and melee with it with my sword.
So you jump up in the air. Halfway through your jump, you shift and into the water you go, and off towards it. So you reach it inside this chamber that it's in. What are you doing when you get to it? It is, and by the way, it's huge. It's bigger than Cass when he's raged. It's a huge creature.
I'm going to shift out of seal, and try to attack this thing.
Yep.
And sweet, I got a nat 20.
What are you hitting it with?
I am hitting it with my long sword.
Okay. Magical?
I believe so. I believe it is magical.
Okay, so
I think it's a +1.
Okay, so you hit.
So,
I need damage.
Yep. And that is hang on. And if I remember correctly, it's double the dice or double the damage? I can never remember.
We're gonna just double the damage.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
All right. So, nice. So that would be All right. So that would be 17, I think, unless I did my math wrong. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, that would be 16. Sorry. Plus 4. Actually, that'd be 20. For her first strike.
20 points?
Yep, and I am using one of my spell slots to deal radiant damage to the thing, in addition to damage, so it's doing extra damage. So it's doing 2d8 extra damage, which I can only do when I'm actually...
That doesn't double, by the way.
Huh? No, it does not double. No, that does not double. So that is 13 damage on its own. And that is only my first hit because I get extra attack. So on my second hit for this thing, okay, that was wait, 19 hit it?
Yep. Barely.
I rolled kind of low on that one. Well, it does happen occasionally. 1d8. Oh, nice. Got max on that one. So that would be 13 damage on that one.
13 damage. Okay. All right, and that brings us to my turn. So my turn, because you swam up to it, it's going to make a...
Did Cass get a turn, or he's after you?
Cass is last.
I'm last.
Okay.
It's going to do a flipper slam on you. And that is a 21 to hit.
Where is... Let me check. Hang on.
Pretty sure that hits your armor class.
I am pretty sure, but I am double checking. My brain is... Yeah, that hits it. Just hits it.
Okay. That's 13 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and you go flying back just over 5 feet away from it, up out of the water, and as it slams you. And then as it does that, you see it withdraw into its shell and float. Cass, you're up.
All right. So I was kind of at the door. Am I
Yep.
60 feet away, or am I like
Nope.
40 feet away?
You're probably 30 feet, so 15-foot movement, like half movement underwater.
I move at 40, so I can move 20.
20.
Um,
So that'll
that
put
okay?
you within your 10-foot reach.
all right. So rage, yeah, and
Yep.
move ahead. And I'm not going to do reckless, but Cass is going to take 2 swings at this big turtle thing. Oh, okay. A 13 to hit
Miss.
and a natural 20.
Okay,
Nice.
natural 20 always hits. Just so you know, its armor class right now is 22.
Duh.
So natural 20 always hits.
All right. And just double my dice damage, not my radiant.
Yep,
not
double
my
the dice
strength.
damage.
All right. Okay, so that's 1, 5, that's 10. 10 regular damage. 5 radiant damage for 15. 23 damage total.
23 total. Okay. So you've done that, and that takes us to the top of the round. That's Fade. What are you doing? You now see
Okay.
Serena 5 feet away from it. She's hit the water. Cass is 10 feet away from it. He's just swung at it with a sword. What are you doing?
She's going to, as a bonus action, activate her innate sorcery ability, surge and magical power for 1 minute,
Okay.
increasing the spell save DC by 1 for sorcerer spells,
Okay.
and an advantage on attack rolls for sorcerer spells.
Awesome.
Okay. Yep. So then, as her action, she's gonna cast a mind sliver at it.
Okay.
It needs to do a DC intelligence save, DC 16.
Just did intelligence. It fails.
Huh? All right. So it's gonna take damage here.
Yeah, it's got a minus
that.
4.
That's
It's
10
dumber than
points
me.
of damage, a disoriented spike of psychic energy into its mind. 10 points. And the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn, it has to subtract a d4 from.
Okay, so at the end of your turn,
Yeah.
make a dexterity saving throw, please. The boats are rocking. A lot of activity.
12.
You're in the water as the skiff capsizes.
Oh no.
Okay, but you said the water's only like up to my chest.
Yeah, it's deep and it's mucky and dirty and yeah, it's not pleasant. But you're now on foot as you move forward. So next up is Serena.
So I am going to use an action to use Lay on Hands to give myself 14 hit points back.
Okay, so you're healing yourself.
Yep.
All right, and that brings it to me as it pops its head out. Moves 5 foot forward and bites at Cass. 20, dirty.
That hits.
And you take 3d10 plus 6. 20 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
Hey, Deacon.
Yep.
I'm casting Rebuke the Violent on it.
Okay.
And let me check see what it says again. So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 26.
Did it fail or pass?
The thing at 26 is a pass.
Okay, so it's only going to take half. Let's see. It takes half as much damage as it just put on cast.
So cast at 20, it takes 10.
Mhm.
Okay.
sorry, was that 20 halved, or would I have it to 10?
You'd have it to 10 too as well because you're,
Okay.
and that's piercing. So. Okay, and that is. So he's done that. Moves 5 feet, and he goes back in his shell. Cass, it's your turn.
Cass is going to take 2 more swings at the big guy for biting me. That is a 22 and a 27.
Nice.
Oh,
22 hits and 27 hits. 22 barely hits. Meets it, beats it.
oh. All right. First attack is 10, 19, 27 with the first attack, 11, which is a radiant, and 6, 9, 17 for the second attack, 3 of which is radiant.
Okay,
Yes.
is that it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, at the top of the round. Fade, you're up.
Okay, let me see here. I gotta think a second the right order to do this then. All right, so
You guys hear another splash
Uh-oh.
as the skiff behind you, they're all in the water and they're fighting. Looks like more of those eel things.
Oh dear.
she's gonna use sorcery points to quicken cast. She's gonna quicken cast like a sorceress first.
Okay.
Okay. Sorceress first. A 24 to hit. Does that hit?
That hits. Yep.
And that would be 6 points of damage. And
Yep.
I choose it as lightning damage.
Okay. So you
Does it seem
choose.
to take the full damage?
Yeah. 10 points.
Then she follows it up with her action.
Okay, I need Cass and Serena. Take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Electrical.
Ow.
Lightning. Okay, go
Why?
ahead, Fade.
Why?
Because of your electrical lightning damage attack.
Why did it hurt them?
We're in the water.
Water.
Yep.
But if I targeted the creature,
Yep, it moves. It's the electricity will go through the water like 5 or 10 feet.
Huh.
And they're right beside
well, I didn't know that. I didn't see that, so I'm still going to cast lightning bolt as my next action.
it. Yep. No, exactly. That's the way you're supposed to do it.
Yep.
That's
you didn't
okay.
know until now.
can
Now
take it.
you're. It's like, oh wait. Shoot. After the
Right.
fact, you kind of go, maybe that wasn't a good idea.
Right into his head hole.
We can take it.
Well, lightning bolt is an arc. A stroke of lightning, 100-foot long, 5-foot wide line.
Yep.
So it's not in the water.
Nope, doesn't have to be in the water. It just has
outside
to
of
be
the water.
touching any water as it drips into the other water.
All right, I'm rolling. 33 points of damage
Nice.
from the lightning bolt.
So he does 33, and each of you, Serena and Cass, take 16.
Ouch! You
And
Cass-
this thing collapses in the water. Like
Oh.
you can see smoke coming from under its shell.
Would she take damage from her own lightning
No,
spell?
you're not close enough.
Oh.
You're still like 50 feet away.
Oh.
Castle
I hear
activate.
them both screech, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I would hurt you too.
Water! We are in water!
Could
Ouch!
Cass's stalwart bracers, do I have to activate those before combat, or can I choose like when I get hit by something?
Remind me again the ability of the bracer.
Oh, let me just-
I don't have it up in front of me.
where are you to? Oh yeah, when you're hit by an attack. So I will activate my stalwart bracers, get resistance to lightning. Dude, be careful. So that halves that damage, and with the D8,
What does it actually say though? Just if you don't mind me asking.
Find it. Once per long rest, when you're hit by an attack, you can reduce the damage by
Okay.
1d8.
For the record, you weren't hit by an attack.
Okay, that's fine.
It
Okay.
was targeted. You weren't.
If you have absorb elements, that would work. But
We were
Yeah, you just got a residual. It's like shit.
collateral damage.
It basically collapses, and you hear more fighting behind you. But then all of a sudden, cheers start to erupt. From the crewmen as they look around. One crew is lost, so you're down to 4. You see one body kind of floating away in the current. Creek is there, holding that one under key that he's got, and pushing forward, towards where you guys are now. And the skiffs are kind of capsized and filled with water and really unusable. So it's take basic provisions with you. You see Creek kind of grabbing things from the inventory, the provisions that were on the skiff, and heading towards the door as well. And the water calms as this guardian is now dormant there, lying on the it's under the water. It's lying on the bottom, but you can still see it looks like those little coral peaks that you see on his back in that picture. They're sticking out of the water. The rest of them is kind of under the water inside the chamber as you go in. And the dark mouth of the vault, it beckons and calls you forward. Inside the vault, the water is still and cold, lapping gently at your knees as you've kind of gone up some dais and some stairs, and you're all about knee deep in water, unless you're really short, and then you're blowing bubbles. The chamber is from black basalt. Its walls carved with that spiraling motif that shimmer faintly under a dim green-blue glow. Algae clings to the stone, and schools of tiny little silver fish flicker through the shafts of light streaming in from the cracks above. At the center of the room stands a pedestal, half submerged in silt. Resting atop it is a crystal shard, identical in size and shape to the first underkey fragment. Its ruins pulse faintly, casting ripples of light across the walls. What do you guys do to, are you just approaching it with haste? Are you kind of, this seems to be a special place. Are you examining it for traps, or what's your objective at this point?
I think Serena is looking around to check basically for traps to see. She's not a rogue,
so
but
you're gonna be checking for traps.
yeah.
Cass, what are you thinking?
Cass is gonna look at all the symbols and see if he can
Okay.
understand them and see if there's anything else around.
Okay. And Fade.
I would ask them how badly they were hurt by her last lightning
Ouch.
attack on that creature, and if we could use any of those healing kits to help them at all.
Healing kit will give them basically 1 hit point.
Oh,
Like it's 1 to 2. It's a D4, I think, plus D4 or 1 to 2 hit points back, or stabilize a fallen foe, so they don't need death saves.
Hey,
Cass's
I'm-
top F is all singed.
Yeah, I think Serena has a little bit of smoke coming up her here and there. Fade, next time, remember, lightning plus water equals sizzle.
Yep,
see that. Sorry.
I was counting on that. Actually, I knew someone was going to use it.
Yeah,
Especially
it's double
something
lightning attack.
It
The
started
first
off
one
with
to make sure
168
that-
hit points, guys.
What?
It had 168 hit points,
Wow.
Wow.
and
we
it was
still took it
AC
down.
22 most of the time.
Wow.
Oh, when it jumped in its shell.
So yeah. 18 otherwise. So for inspecting for the traps, making an investigation roll, Serena,
Okay.
at disadvantage because of the
Yeah.
light. And I need a religion or a nature check from Cass.
Oh God.
Nice.
Oh, 16.
Okay, so you got a 16. What did you do for investigation, Serena?
21.
21. You managed to find and actually disarm it quite easily. Like it's not a thief setup. A pressure plate that's around that pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
Cass, with your role, this place was of nature. It was a holy place, a place of worship, a place of sacrifice. There are now that you're kind of tuning in. What were you rolling, religion or nature?
Oh, I rolled nature.
Nature. You can feel them. The presence, the spirits of the marsh are here. They're around you. They're in the water. They're in the walls. They're around you. You feel them in this chamber.
Do they feel upset or angry that we're here?
Roll an insight.
Aha. 17.
More of a curiosity
Okay.
right now.
Cass says aloud, It's okay. We're just here for Creek. As he points to the crystal on the pedestal.
There's no response. You guys see Cass talking to himself.
You okay? Who's you talking?
Oh, the spirits are here. You can't feel the spirits from like the marsh? They're all over the place.
I don't know. Would Fade feel those?
Now that he's brought it to your attention, you two can roll me religion checks.
All right, yay. I am good at religion checks. So, religion.
That's a 13.
That is a 19.
Okay, so you both pass. You're not getting all the details that Cass did. You're getting there's a presence here.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps celestial, perhaps spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
Not fiend, definitely not. You're not sensing that at the moment. But you sense a presence.
Okay. Did you say there was writing there that we could look at to read?
There's just those patterns carved everywhere.
Mhm.
No actual writing
Writing.
on it at the moment.
Okay.
So who's doing what? It's the trap has been disabled.
Yep.
There's a presence here. It's a spiritual presence or a celestial presence. You're not sure. And that the key, second part of the key, is sitting there.
I think
Okay,
Serena
we'll
will
walk
do
up
it.
and get it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Go ahead. I was just going to say that she's going to do a quick prayer to Kumir and pick up the item as well.
Okay,
You
so
guys are
when
injured.
you're praying
I'll
to
go for
Kumir,
it.
you're doing your prayer to Kumir, and Faye just kind of walks up and lifts it. And as you lift the fragment, the ruins and the markings, those sigils that are around, the carvings that look just like basic carvings, flare bright. And the chamber's floor underneath your feet, you realize now you're not actually on silt. You're actually on stone covered with silt. And it starts to shift, quite quickly. And cold water begins to surge, inward, rising rapidly in the room. The door looks like it's getting ready to close behind you. The silver motes are swirling into a small, tight vortex at your feet before scattering violently throughout the room. Outside, muffled through the vault's walls, comes a deep, resonant boom. The same sound you heard after claiming the first fragment. Do you guys escape immediately? Get out as fast as you can? Do you go digging for more treasures in this room, see what else is here? Or go further in to investigate the boom?
Oh, the boom's inside the vault with us?
It's somewhere. It seems like it's deeper in the vault. And Creek's actually behind you, kind of saying, just grab it and let's go.
Cass
All
is
right,
gonna.
listen to Creek and head for the exit.
Okay. I need everybody to make me an athletics check as you're making the exit.
Are you guys gonna do that too, or are you gonna argue we should go in further? Okay.
Cass is gonna fly into a rage just in case he needs to keep that door open.
A what check did you say?
Athletics.
Oh yeah, that's a 17 I rolled.
Okay.
25.
24.
You're all out. You all get out as the door closes, and you guys are now making your way back to the skiffs. Some of the crew that were left behind have managed to right them and get them emptied with water. One looks like they've got a leaf and mud patch kit over top of some of the holes, trying to bound it closed. So as you've reloaded, you've given the key to Creek, and as your skiffs push away from the vault, you notice the tide is now flowing back towards Kelpwood at alarming speed. A massive shifting shadow moves beneath the surface, keeping pace with you. It's heading straight for town.
Can we tell what the shadow is?
What is this? Is this normal?
With that, we end.
Oh no!
Episode 21 of MiniAdventures: The Drowned Vault. You guys did manage to secure the second underkey fragment. Creek pays you each 25 gold pieces again for your service. You still have those marsh charms, I believe you got earlier.
Yep.
Okay, you still got those. And you still got the bonus cash from the last time. So, Cass, you get plus, and you got to write this on your sheet. You get +2 to related checks in the future marsh encounters.
Ooh.
So anytime you're doing some kind of an encounter with a marsh creature or marsh born, not an attack, mind you, but this is like a skill check, you get a +2 on all related checks because of your bonding with the spirit as it's doing so.
+2 to marsh checks.
Nice.
So with those out there watching, I don't know. I might have missed comments. Yeah, I did. Yeah, but just spam. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you're interested in D&D or role playing, click the or no, I keep saying click the link. You can't click the link in the stream, but follow the link. It's lnk.bio/DeaconsTable. That'll take you to all of our socials, including the link at the very top, which is to our Discord server. Come and hang out with a bunch of geeks like us. Become part of the game and become part of the world, because you can actually make changes to this growing campaign setting that does go into print, that is available online. For everybody to use. This is a community of gamers by gamers for gamers. That's what we do. So until next time, guys, may all your rolls be critical, not just the 20, but also the ones, because as we found out, sometimes a 1 can be just as much fun. Bye for now, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye-bye.